Factors affecting demand. Individual demand. Price of the commodity. There is an inverse relationship between the price of the commodity and its quantity demanded. It implies lower the price of the commodity, the larger is the quantity demanded, and the higher the price, the lesser is the quantity purchased. Income of consumer. Income of the consumer is the basic determinant of the quantity demanded of a product as it determines the purchasing power of the consumer. We here distinguish between three types of goods. 1. Normal goods. A normal good is a type of good for which demand increases when consumers' income increases, and demand decreases when income falls, assuming other factors, like prices, remain constant. Key idea. Income increases then demand rises. Income decreases then demand falls. Examples: clothing, electronics, restaurant, meals. Cars. Simple explanation. If people earn more money, they tend to buy more of these goods because they can afford them. 2. Inferior goods. Inferior goods are goods whose demand decreases when a consumer's income increases, and increases when income falls, assuming other factors remain constant. Simple explanation: when people earn more money, they tend to buy less of these goods. When people earn less money, they tend to buy more of these goods because they are cheaper alternatives. Examples: instant noodles, keypad phones, lower quality grains. Second-hand clothes. Generic, store-brand products. Why they behave this way? As income rises, consumers switch to better quality or more expensive substitutes, called normal goods. So inferior goods are often seen as lower cost, basic options. In short, inferior good equals demand moves in the opposite direction of income. 3. Inexpensive necessities. Inexpensive necessities are basic goods or items that people need in daily life and that usually cost relatively little money. Their demand is constant irrespective of the level of income. Simple explanation: these are essential items that are generally affordable and commonly purchased by most people. Examples: rice, wheat, bread. Soap and toothpaste. Basic clothing. Public transport tickets. Notebooks and pens. Medicines for common illnesses. Electricity and water. Basic usage. In economics, inexpensive necessities usually have stable demand because people need them regularly. Low cost compared to luxury goods. Less change in demand even if income changes slightly. They are different from luxury goods, expensive and non-essential. Inferior goods, cheaper alternatives people buy more of when income falls. Consumer taste and preferences. Some of the factors like fashion, habits etc. keeps on changing and it leads to change in demand for different goods. Hence the level of demand is also influenced by tastes and preferences of the consumer. X individuals becoming more health conscious nowadays, increased demand for health products and gym. Prices of related goods. Related goods can be classified into two types. Substitute goods. Substitute goods are products or services that can be used in place of each other because they satisfy the same or similar needs. In economics, this idea is part of the substitute goods framework. Simple explanation: if the price of one good rises, people tend to switch to its substitute. Examples: tea and coffee, butter and margarine, Pepsi and Coca-Cola, Uber and traditional taxis. Key idea: substitute goods have a positive cross-price relationship. If the price of good A increases, demand for good B increases. If the price for good A decreases, demand for good B decreases. Complementary goods. Complementary goods are products that are typically used together, so the demand for one increases or decreases along with the demand for the other. Simple idea: if you buy more of one good, you'll likely buy more of its complement. Examples: car and petrol, gasoline, printer and ink cartridges, coffee and sugar, smartphone and phone cases. Key feature: complementary goods have negative cross-price elasticity of demand. If the price of one good goes up, demand for its complement usually falls. And if price of one good goes down, the demand for its complement usually rises. Consumers' expectations. Consumer expectations refer to what consumers think will happen in the future regarding prices, income, availability of goods, or the economy. These expectations affect current demand for goods and services. How consumer expectations affect demand? 1. Expectation of higher future prices. If consumers expect prices to rise in the future, they tend to buy more now. Example: if people think smartphone prices will increase next month, they may buy smartphones immediately. Current demand increases, though, expectation of lower future prices. If consumers expect prices to fall later, they may postpone purchases. Example: People may wait for festival sales or discounts before buying electronics. Current demand decreases. Teen. Expectation of higher future income. When consumers expect their income to increase, they spend more confidently now. Example, a person expecting a salary hike may buy a car or expensive items. Demand increases. 4. Expectation of economic problems or job loss. If consumers fear unemployment or recession, they reduce spending. Example, during economic uncertainty, people avoid luxury purchases. Demand decreases. Market demand. Size and composition of population. The population size of a country determines the number of consumers. An increase in population will increase the demand for commodity and decrease in population will decrease the demand. Composition of population refers to the structure or makeup of a population based on different characteristics of people living in an area. It shows how the population is divided according to factors such as age, children, adults, old people, gender, male, female, occupation, education level, religion, income level, rural and urban population. It also affects the demand as different people demand different types of need according to their need. Like in a country with more of teenagers has more demand for schools, colleges, stationery, jeans etc. than a country with more of older population. Distribution of income. If the distribution of income in a country is unequal, rich people will have larger purchasing power with them and hence, there will be more demand for luxury goods like cars and LED televisions. On the other hand, if income is evenly distributed, there will be less demand for luxury and more for essential goods. Climatic factors. Climatic factors affect demand because weather and climate conditions change people's needs, preferences, and buying habits. How climatic factors affect demand. Seasonal changes. Demand for certain goods rises or falls depending on the season. Example, woolen clothes, heaters, and hot drinks have higher demand in winter. Air conditioners, coolers, ice cream, and cold drinks have higher demand in summer. Rainfall and weather conditions. Heavy rain or drought affects demand for many products. Example, umbrellas and raincoats are demanded more during monsoon. Agricultural demand changes depending on rainfall. Regional climate differences. Different places have different climates, so demand varies by region. Example, warm clothing is more demanded in cold areas like hill stations. Cotton clothes are more demanded in hot regions. Government policy. Government policies affect demand by influencing consumers' income, prices, confidence, and buying ability. These policies can increase or decrease the demand for goods and services. Ways government policies affect demand. 1. Taxation policy. Higher taxes, like GST or income tax, reduce people's disposable income, so demand may decrease. Lower taxes increase disposable income, so people buy more and demand rises. Example, reduction in GST on electronics may increase demand for smartphones and laptops. Though, subsidies. Government subsidies reduce the price of goods. Lower prices increase demand. Example, subsidies on fertilizer increase farmers' demand for fertilizer. Teen. Interest rate policy. When the government or central bank lowers interest rates, loans become cheaper. People borrow and spend more, increasing demand for houses, cars, etc. Higher interest rates reduce borrowing and demand. 4. Public spending. Government spending on infrastructure, salaries, welfare schemes, etc. increases people's income and employment. This raises purchasing power and demand. Example, construction projects create jobs, increasing demand for daily goods and services. 5. Import and export policies. Import duties can make foreign goods expensive, reducing their demand. Export incentives can increase demand for domestic products abroad. 6. Price control policies. Government may set maximum or minimum prices. Lower controlled prices can increase demand. Example, price control on essential medicines increases affordability and demand.